Yeah. Okay. That again with the strong bass sound is way stronger than I remember from the other version of Stranger. Hey, what's up? A-Aron here for reaction number 73, and I'm back with Dimash. This is going to be live in Budapest. And so I know many of you went to Budapest. I'm really curious how it was, and this is going to be my very first reaction to anything performed in Budapest. This is only my third reaction to a song that I've heard already. I first did SOS at the Slavic Bazaar after hearing it originally, I think, on the competition. And then I also did a Story of One Sky in Almaty. And so this is now the third time I'm reacting to something I've heard before, and this is Stranger. I'll link to my original Stranger reaction. That just completely rocked my world. I know many of you said don't sing and whatever. Learning lesson. I had fun with it. I was blown away. Hopefully you can excuse that. But, a lot of you love the reaction. I'm being honest and authentic. But, I've grown and I continue to take your feedback, and I appreciate that. So without further ado, let's dive right in. This is from Budapest 2024. Dimash Kudaibergen. Stranger. Can I just stop for a minute and just say how I said the same for a Story One Sky in Almaty, but just how incredible just this fan cam sound is for a live concert. It's unbelievable how he has the absolute best team, and obviously he's world class. But just this sounds incredible. All right, well, let's get back to it. Okay, now it doesn't sound as good. Okay, that again with the strong bass sound is way stronger than I remember from the other version of Stranger. But yeah, the sound didn't, all of a sudden after I said it sounded awesome, it didn't sound as good. And of course we see from the fan cam that you can't really zoom in, and I actually wasn't entirely sure where he was initially. But I do want to comment because several of you talked about this, and for those that aren't aware of any of this, I want to share. And so there's all these people here, and I think there's different interpretations. I don't know what's factual based on Dimash or what, but one person wrote that there's 9 people there, and it is there to represent like 9 months of birth. And so there's that. But the premise of Stranger, new ground, new land, and so forth. is based on refugees going to foreign land, I think from Afghanistan, if I'm not mistaken. And so they're experiencing it for the first time, right? So new ground, new chance to know who I am, etc., right? So it's like new beginnings. So it truly is stranger land, etc. So, but yeah, just that last hit. I don't know if it's just me or I feel like this is much stronger than what I heard before. Again. Yeah. And now's a good time to stop before we get into the next transition. I also learned from you when I did the stranger reaction initially that instrument at the beginning, which is just a beautiful instrument, is called the kobiz, and it's an ancient Turkish boat instrument that is very common in Kazakh culture. And I guess there's a newer version of it and so forth. I think this is the traditional one, if I'm not mistaken, with 2 strings as opposed to 4. I think I might be wrong there, but anyway, let's get to it. I love the backdrop too, the mountains and everything. Ooh, that look. I will say, I had to say something. Because to me, I want to go back later and listen to it, and you'll hear it, and you can do the same. But maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like, actually, let me write down where I'm at here. And let's go back so that I don't lose where I'm at. Because I feel like it sounded way better at the beginning. And then I said something, and now the sound is not that good. Yeah, it really does. And so now you listen to the last little bit. It's more foreign. His voice is a little bit faded. The balances is good. I don't know what changed. In any case, this part that's coming up when he does the vocal kind of almost like whining. Someone also mentioned that's intended to sound like a baby crying. This part. Yeah, volume is a bit low. Gets me every time. So I will say that I know to pause this because I know the song quite well now. This song has made it to my playlist. I've listened to this quite a bit, the original version I reacted to. Because, I love it. It's certainly one of my favorite songs by him. And, I'm going to pause here. I don't necessarily have anything specific, but I do want some gaps here because I imagine I'm going to listen to this straight through and, want to avoid all the copyright and all that. But, this is where the magic happens. And so I'm definitely looking forward to the live performance of this to the end. So let's go for it. Okay. I was really trying to understand if, that's like hoping he held it for even longer there. And I don't know if it's precise, but it's about the same. It's pretty close to what I'm familiar with. So, yeah, I mean, I think the magic in this performance, because as a listener, as a watcher to the live version, and like I said at the beginning, I was blown away by the sound quality, but then it's not so good. And then it's at a distance. There's no zooms in. I can't see the dancers. So watching this, obviously it's always incredible hearing Dimash do things, and he did actually take that up a little bit higher on that one slight thing at the very end. But other than that, it's just another performance to me watching this live here, and I think the magic of a performance like this is being there, actually hearing it, because I'm sure it's an incredibly different experience, even if the sound doesn't get as perfect there, to hear it live, and it probably sounds way better actually in person than the recording of it. So I'm so happy to see and react to this. And this is the first time I'm actually reacted to anything in Budapest. So look, if I have a long list of Dimash's reactions at this point I've already done, so I'll link to that here and put that playlist up here, one of the two, I don't recall which. And please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Hit that, alarm bell if you want to get notifications as soon as they hit. I'm going to continue doing more Dimash reactions and others. That said, thank you much. We'll catch you later.